Okay, people. Now it is January 12th, same day. I'm converting this video as I'm going down memory lane, talking about my yard being ripped up and all this stupid shit with the city with the whip on my back and all this other crap. Well, guess what? Apparently, I guess the city of Surrey fucking rolled up here, told Andre that I've got 2 weeks, people, to clean up, quote unquote, the yard. Otherwise, they're gonna fine my landlord. And then my landlord's going, oh, you have to move because I got to pay $15,000. Now, what was my son doing in here? Okay, because she came here, not even, what, on the first? Well, I want more money. She wasn't happy with the $100 that we offered her because she wants fucking $4,500 a month for this fucking house. Even, right? You know, advertise the sheds, advertise the fucking walkways, advertise the fucking garden, advertise the fucking greenhouse. Okay? All right? I'm the problem. Yeah, okay, Mrs. Gill. I'm the fucking problem. Now, I have already been informed that anytime this shit happens, there's a high probability that it was my landlady that called the fucking city on us. Okay? Look, there's a shovel there. All right. Now, there was a tree here and they cut it down, but whatever, we'll get to that. Now, my son, I said, like, remember in the video that's converting right now, he's pulling out everything for whatever reason. I don't know. He wants to open it up. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know, what is this? Okay, this is nice wood. This is what makes dirt, okay? This is what fucking makes dirt, okay? Okay, so anyway, he put all the old ones in there. Oh my God, people, I have to work outside. I'm telling you, I have to work outside for 2 fucking weeks. With that whip on my back, blind as a fucking bat here, okay? Because my son's gonna have to go to work, and he ain't gonna do it in the dark when he gets home from fucking work. All right. So, did you see what he did yesterday? Look, he says he's opening it up. Okay, we talked about the weeds and everything. So he doing this. He worked out in the fucking fog with Andre for the whole freaking day, all day. Okay, in the fucking fog. This Andre is making a compost, right? Like a compost bed, okay? So that eventually it can turn into dirt. So this is the focus for the next 4 fucking days. What? Mrs. Gill. Yeah, right. Mrs. Gill. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Sook. Huh? Is that Sook? Andre said it was a Punjabi man who fucking showed up here. Probably fucking Sook. A family member to my landlady. I bet you any fucking money, people. Okay, because I've already been informed. Oh yeah, they want my son not to park his car here because apparently all of a sudden after 14 fucking years this is illegal. But I can take you down the corner to the left, okay, over there, right, with those dinky little fucking houses, huh? Yeah, with their 15 fucking cars out in front, with their big ass freaking. Oh my God. All right, I'm back. So this is day 1, city of Surrey. That whip on my back. So what is it? January 12th, middle of winter. Why are we not surprised, people? Huh? 2025. Apparently we got 2 weeks, quote unquote, to clean up the yard. Now, I'm trying to tell my son. He won't listen to me, though. I'm like, I think my landlady had something to do with this, people, because back in the day when this shit was going on with this yard, right? And that Sook, that Punjabi city worker, had me out in the yard for 10 months straight. Almost 6 days a week, really. Almost 7 days a week. For 10 months straight, working in the yard. Had me moving wood in the pouring rain from one pile to the other pile because he just wanted to keep me busy, right? In the pouring rain, with those videos being documented, me doing that shit. Okay? Well, we know what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. Now, it's been really cold with this fog. Like, really fucking cold. Now, my son just started working in the yard. Okay? I just did a video. It's uploading right now. And, now we got 2 weeks. And my son was on holidays, but he has to go back to work. And by the time he gets home from work, it'll be getting dark. And he goes to work at like 6 in the morning. 6:30, whatever in the morning. Which means that when I get up, Basically, like it's the good old days with that whip on my back. Left, right, on my legs, left, right. Fucking choker on my neck with the big chain. Being yanked here and yanked there. Told to do this and told to do that. I can't even see people. I can't even fucking see. But I can see enough that I told my son, I'll do what I can do. Well, I'm like, well, you certainly can't do it all by yourself. Are you going to have your friends come? No. I said, well, there you go. Like, as if you'll be working all day and then what? Come home and it's impossible. You can't work in the dark. This is a setup, people. Because we're not paying enough rent. Yeah, this is how gang stalking works. Okay? The people across the street are running a 7-day-a-week booze can, an after-hours club. They got fucking vehicles out there 20 deep at a time at 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Out there all gathering and being loud and booming their music. And they're doing this every damn day. Okay? I can almost guarantee you around the corner over here, because I've documented it on a few times, where they've got that little rancher and that other house with like 5 cars on each property, with one property having these, and actually 2 of them with these big ass fucking dump trucks and trucks, like we're talking big trucks, all stuffed on to this front of the house off 132, right over there, right? With the UN soldiers. Remember the UN soldiers with their trucks and their cars? 7 on the property, and it's just a dinky little piece of property with a dinky little fucking rancher on it, a 1 or 2 bedroom rancher on it, with the guy next door with their 5 cars. Oh, but my son can't park his truck after 14 years, all of a sudden where it is, because it's illegal now? No, I'll tell you why. Because they want to take pictures of this house, people, so that they can put it up for sale for their $3 million fucking dollars, right, to the property developer, to tear down the houses so they can kick our asses out, okay? Right. Why do you think I do these videos? Now, that board director that took my certificates and has refused to give them back to me, okay, the Punjabi, right, back in the day when the city had that whip on my back, because of this, that, and whatever, had me, they came one year, told me the yard was too fucking gray. It was in April. And things hadn't even started to grow yet. I said, too gray. Or like, what is taking pictures of fucking bricks, saying everything was too gray, because nothing was blooming, right? So I went out with my black walnut stain, and I was staining the wood to give it some color, just to make it not so, like, you know what it's like in April. The flowers are not even growing yet. Everything's gray, right? Nothing's green. And then another time they came, and they had me working in the yard because everything was too green. That's what they said. I have video of it. It was too green. And then I had to start cutting down this, that. They had me pruning this, pruning, just whatever. Anything just to fuck with my head, people. And now they're back. Just as my son is now starting to jump on the bandwagon to appease my landlady. Yeah. So, but you see, here's the thing. That Punjabi, that board director that won't give me back my fucking certificates for my foundation, he told me when we were on talking terms, because I don't know what the hell's wrong with him, he told me that whatever was going on with the city, he thought my landlady was doing it. And in those days, I was really batting hard for my landlady. I'm like, no way, Mel, she wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to me. I don't know. Oh, no, he says, I know. He said, that's tactic, right? That's what they do. And he's Punjabi, so he would know people. Well, I think it was my landlady, because she came for the rent. She wasn't happy with the $100. She's always throwing it in my fucking face. When Alex was out there doing whatever Alex was doing at 6 o'clock in the morning with the pouring fucking rain, with that drain all backed up, with my son fucking loading up the garbage can and taking that water up the freaking driveway and emptying it out into the freaking alley. If Alex wouldn't have came that night, that water would never have went away, because the drain was completely clogged up further by the alley because of roots from a tree. Not our fault, people. Okay? And she didn't even want to pay $100 for his time. And then threw in my face on the phone saying, no, you pay half because I want $3,000 for the house. Give me $3,000. And I'm like, holy fuck, like, here we go again. So don't tell me my landlady didn't have something to do with this, because it's probably fucking Sook that came to my house. A Punjabi. Wouldn't be the first time Sook came to my house. Sook was the one that had me out in the yard for 10 fucking months straight, 7 days, 6 days a week, people. 12 hours a day. Moving wood and rain from one pile to the other pile. Right? Don't put it there. Put it there. Oh. How do you think my fire, what is that called? You know, wood fire pit, right? Like the wood, you know, to put wood in. Right? Got made. Because of him. Did that in the pouring rain. And now they got me back out again in the winter time, freezing my ass off. By myself. Well, my son is going to get a bin, apparently, and load it up and get rid of all the whatever, because he's trying to get it down where all he has to do is spend 2 days a month, go around weed. Good luck with the morning glory coming. Serious. Right. And I said, well, are your friends going to come and help you load it up? He goes, no, I'll do it myself. Like, that's too much work for one man, having to work all day climbing trees and cutting down trees. He'll work so fucking hard, he'll fall out of the tree and he'll kill himself because he'll be exhausted because of what the city of fucking Surrey is doing, as they're telling him that he can't now park his car on our property in a driveway that's been there for 14 years because they want him to park it out on the street now. So all the fucking whoever's going to that after hours club 24/7 can be poking around in his car. Not that they're not poking it around in his car when it's right there in our driveway. What's underneath where his car is parked is a driveway. Why do you think all that sand was there? They just didn't finish it. And now all of a sudden it's illegal? No, it's because they want to take pictures of the house, put it up for fucking sale so they can catch the big fish with the $3 million fucking dollars, and then kick my family out into a no-go zone housing market where you're not going to find anything to live in because you're required to give away your stuff because your landlord told you that you'll never have another place like this again, so start selling off your shit. Well, you got another Punjabi telling you, well, I think it's your landlord that's calling the city on you because, you know, this is just too weird. Because he was watching me out there work all the time. And he couldn't understand why all of a sudden, even though I was out there all the fucking time, I was out there even double the time because all of a sudden the city showed up. A Punjabi at that. And then he kept me out there for 10 months. Who does that? Well, somebody that's looking for money. Somebody that wants to dismantle a house without having to, I don't know, what, fight in court? My son said, well, if she really wanted this out, you know, it would take, you know, she could do it, and, you know, it's not her. And I'm like, you know, it's her. And, you know, they came, I said, Andre, you know, I was going to do chicken. I gave my son the fucking chicken. Forget the chicken. I got one chicken, I gave him 2. I'm out in the yard for the next 2 fucking weeks. Minus the day I take my grandson to the children's hospital, assuming that I can even make it there. Because you know I'm going outside at 9, 10 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I ain't coming back in until dark. And that's just the way it's going to be. Every day. Uh-huh. I don't care if I'm freezing my ass off. I'll come in because it wouldn't be the first time where I warm up my hands by taking them, sticking them underneath my armpit because they're burning. And then once they're warm, go back outside so that the city of Surrey can feel good about themselves as they're plotting and scheming how to destroy families as they prop up the ones where they can get those subsidies. Municipal, provincial, and federal. And they won't complain. Because there's kickbacks to it. Well, my family remains on the chopping. I feel like my son is being targeted. Just as my son's finally getting out there, taking it more serious, trying to please my landlord, the fucking city shows up. I said, Andre, go outside, take out the recycle, take out the garbage, because, you know, Nana's got things I got to get on in the kitchen. He goes outside, he comes back in, he tells me the city was here. I said, well, what do you mean? Well, where are they? Oh, they left. I said, they left? Well, what did they say? Oh, we've got 2 weeks to clean up the yard. Otherwise, there's going to be a $500 fine. I said, no, it ain't going to be no $500 fine. You didn't hear that right. More like $15,000. Because that's what they like to throw in your face. And then my landlady, oh, $15,000 fine if you don't clean it up in 2 weeks. And, you know, and you got to move. It's all your fault. Yeah, okay. Okay. I said, well, didn't you tell him? He said, no. I said, I'll go get my uncle. They said, no. I said, well, who is he? He said, some Punjabi. Yeah, probably Sook. That's why he didn't want to talk to me. Okay? So then right? This is all like, okay? And then I go downstairs. I knock on the door to my son. He said, but okay, I come back upstairs. Not even 15 minutes goes by. I go outside, I start doing a video. You can see that. My son comes, I turn off the video, and as I'm turning off, right, I'm still talking, but Andre's telling me my landlord's on the phone. How did my landlord find out about that so freaking fast? You get the city coming to my house, and not even 15 minutes later the landlord phones? Or 20 minutes later? Talking about she got a letter? What? The city said, well, I'm going to your house now, so you might want to call the tenant in 20 minutes after I leave, but I won't meet with the tenant because we don't want her to know who I am, obviously. He couldn't wait for me, couldn't wait for Marcane. He just fucked off. And then the landlord called Miss Gill 20 minutes later saying she got the letter. Because she's talking to my son, because I can't do it, people. I'll have a nervous fucking breakdown. Because I'm in emergency mode now. I'm back with that whip on my fucking back, and this shit isn't fucking funny, because it's been cold outside, like icicle cold. What do you think that's going to do to my eyes? I can't leave my son out there fucking in the dark, bambling around trying to do stupid shit by himself. No. So I will work from 9, 10 o'clock in the morning until fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock when it gets dark. Come in, check on Amari, make sure he's eating, whatever, he's good to go. And my son can fucking go behind me, go in front of me, I don't care. He can do what he can do, and I will do what I can do. And it's being documented that gang stalking is real, because that Punjabi that told me that this is my landlady that's doing this shit to me, because she wants more money for rent, that's what he told me. Okay? Trying to force you out. Because it's not normal to see your neighbor working in the yard all the time, to have the city fucking show up and say it wasn't good enough yet because there was too much work to do. It's too gray. Well, I don't know. It's April. Nothing has started to bloom yet. It would be gray. It's too green. You need to cut back this and cut back that and cut. Okay, now they got me cutting everything that's too green. When they don't got me fucking moving wood in the pouring fucking rain from one pile to the other pile just to keep me fucking wet and miserable. And now they're back with the fog that's freezing fucking cold. Knowing that my son goes to work at 6 o'clock in the morning and now they're telling him he can't park his fucking car in his own fucking yard. They'd rather to have it out on the fucking street so all those people that go to a fucking, what is that called? A freaking booze can 24/7 can look inside and poke around and do what they want when they're not coming into the yard with their fucking beer bottles and that stupid shit, booming their music 24/7 when they're running their booze can. 15 cars, 20 cars out in front. What's the city doing about that? Nothing! So I got Andre looking for my gloves, my toque, my scarf. I need another hoodie to put over this. I need another fucking t-shirt because I have to layer my clothing because it's fucking freezing outside. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. I guess my landlady offered to help pay for the bin. My son said, no, you don't have to because it's not your junk. It's not your garbage. Well, actually, a lot of it is, though, people, because if I wouldn't have had to work in the yard and fucking build this, build that, fucking lay down cement blocks to cover up fucking sand that should have been a driveway, and now we're being told that whatever fucking little driveway that we do have doesn't qualify to be a driveway now because it takes away from the picture that's being taken before they put the house back up for sale. Yeah. So they can justify their $3 million asking price. Because it looks nice. Yeah, okay. As they're squeezing the life out of the people that live in the house. The ones that are left and aren't dead yet. I can do this. I can still see. But after it's all said and done, okay? And if my eyesight completely fucking blinks out on me, this is the proof that the city of Surrey has worked me so hard for so many fucking years under, I don't know what kind of conditions this is called. When you're freezing your ass off outside, working in fog and God knows what, rain. Wait till it's cold rain. Or snow. Is my landlady waiting for me to fucking die so she can come and say to my son, now your mother's dead, get the fuck out? You got 4 months? Is that it? So she can get more money? I swear, this Sook dude is somehow related to my landlord and someone in her family. I think this is an inside job. Even Sierra said the same thing to me when I was being harassed by the city of Surrey over this yard. Because technically, it's not my responsibility, people. It's the landlord's responsibility to fucking deal with the weeds, the mud, the raccoon shit, the fucking gravel, the sand, everything. And not once have any of them ever lifted not even a finger to help outside of Well, let's phone this idiot and complain. Put the whip on her back, and maybe she'll get tired and just move out. And we'll make sure that she can never get another house. Because her family is slated for something else. On demand. So the more that we can keep them boxed up in a little fucking cage, with nowhere, no escape, the better and easier it is for us to harvest what we want when we want to harvest them. Because that's how I fucking feel about it, people. There's too many of us dying